Good morning, guys. It's Carmen here, and I'm here beside what I call my chariot, my car here in Serbia. I am what for me is in an oasis right now. I found this like abandoned construction site parking lot. I went to clean my car earlier. It's pretty clean, and I just took some pictures of it because I came to a decision, I would say last night, came to the decision finally, it's time to sell the car. Something that I feel the Lord has been telling me for a number of months now, and He's been gentle because it's really been a blessing to have this car. I got it when I arrived in Italy, and it was completely ordained of the Lord. I didn't even want to go see it that day. I made two mistakes on the road and ended up going in the direction where I knew the car was, but it was quite a distance, and I just felt the Lord wanted me to go see it. I saw it, and I knew that it was the car that the Lord had prepared for me, because I had been praying about that the Lord would help me find a car when I got to Italy. But now it's time to part ways with the Chariot. Belgrade's much different than where I was in Italy. In Italy, I needed a car. Transportation is not that great. I was living in a small town, and if I didn't have a car there, it'd be much more difficult. In Belgrade, having a car is difficult. I'm staying right now, and I'm not finalized yet in where I'm staying. I'm staying in the center of the city, and driving here is crazy. It's very ordered, but it's very unforgiving. And it's funny because as I was driving this morning, I was thinking about that. I have driven in Catania, where Catania is complete disorder, but there's more of a flow there. And I just started to think about this, and I started to think about this in spiritual terms, because I see this sometimes in the church. You have some churches that are very ordered, but at the same time unforgiving, let's say legalistic. And then you have other churches that are very disordered, and they just go with the flow, but there's no, safety in which flow you're going with. You just end up where you end up, right? And I believe that there needs to be a balance, and that's what I was thinking about. Like, my experience in driving to Catania and here were similar in some ways, but very different. Crazy places to drive if you're from the West, if you're from Canada, if you're from the US. And I just started thinking about this, and I just was thinking about it in spiritual terms. But that aside, I'm going to put the car for sale. I've had interest from people here in Serbia. I don't know how that would work, because they would have to transfer. It's an Italian car, and that's one of the reasons also why I'm going to be selling it, because it is tied to Italy, and there's things I have to keep up with that are only in Italy. And I hope to visit there again, and even I hope to visit there again soon, but I don't see myself going back to Italy to reside there. I think that season has passed and is over. So for that and some other reasons as well, and I just have peace about it, and this day has been ordained of the Lord. I decided to get up this morning. I got up really early, and I said I'm going to, after I answered some messages and took care of some things, I said I'm going to go clean the car and get it ready, take some pictures, and put it on the same website that I found it on in Italy. So how this is going to work out as far as the sale goes, who's going to buy it, and where it's going to end up, the Lord knows. But I do know that the season with the Chariot for me here is over, and as I was saying, Belgrade, transportation is public transportation is much better here, and even to go to Novi Sad, where I've gone there a few times, twice on this trip, but a few more times the last time I was here. It takes half an hour on the high-speed train, and in the car it takes every time more than an hour. One time it took us over 2 hours because of road closures and traffic. And it just makes more sense to take transport here, and also make things easier with where I'm going to live, because I need a place for the car to stay too. And I just, so many different factors that I just felt the Lord was telling me at the time with the car is over. So, you know, the Lord gives and the Lord takes away. Blessed be the name of the Lord. You know, everything that he blesses us with. Sorry, I have a coffee in my hand. I was holding it. It's empty. I just don't want to throw it on the ground. But what was I saying? Everything that the Lord gives us, he tests us sometimes and sees if we're going to hold it with an open hand. Are we going to allow him to remain in control? And you know, if he gives us something, are we willing to give it up? You know, are we willing to give it up for what his plans are? And for me, after a little bit of battling, it wasn't a tough fight this time. After a little bit of battling, I finally said, okay, Lord, if this time is over with the car, then let's put it for sale and move on. So that's it. A little bit of an update. God bless you. I pray that you all have a blessed day. It's again, this here is like an oasis this morning, because I had cleaned the car at like a car wash. It was really busy, but it was nice. I was able to dry the car, and I was just looking for a place because I have a lot of stuff stored in the back. And I wanted to take some pictures of the car just as it would be normally if I didn't have all the storage in it. So I needed a place just quiet that I could stop, take the stuff out, take some pictures. And it's not normal that you find wide open spaces that are accessible and that there's really nobody around in Europe. In Italy, it's crazy. Like, you can't find even a place to stop sometimes. Belgrade center is probably even worse when it comes to parking. But I'm a little bit outside of the center, going towards the outskirts here where I'm at. And yeah, when I was driving around, I'm like, Lord, please just find me a place. I found this place and the gate was open. Usually the gates are closed. And I said, praise the Lord. I came in here, stopped. I said, okay, I don't think anybody's going to bother me in here, and did what I have to do and decided to make this video. So God bless you. Have a good weekend and be well in the Lord.